So today I've got for you around about a half an hour Pilates workout with the resistance band. You'll only need the one strength of band. Strength of band is determined by you really. The black one is fairly moderately strong band. The lighter the colour, generally the lighter the resistance. So if you've got a red band, you will work a little easier. A blue band will be in between the red and the black. Okay, so make sure you've got some space and I'll take you through a little warm-up. Here's your warm-up for a Pilates class. Then make sure your feet are hip distance apart. And of course, to find that, we take our feet together. We kick our heels out, bring the toes in line. That will find your hip distance apart. Remember, with Pilates, we are trying to retrain the brain to utilise the body properly as it was meant to be. So with our feet hip distance, take care not to lock those knees out, and then you're going to find your neutral with your pelvis, of course. So pubic bone and hip bones level as you look down to create that natural curve to your lower back that's very individual to you. You can imagine that bucket analogy, full of water. Don't tip your water out front or back, keep it central so the pelvis is in neutral. And that alleviates any problems through the hip flexors or the hamstrings and the lower back, and enables you to keep the core muscles switched on. So we've found neutral. We are going to switch those core muscles on, that tightening in the tummy, just above the hip bones, underneath the belly button, and of course zipping up with the pelvic floor. You're going to draw in to about a 30% now, but when we're working with the band you might be working a little harder than the regular 30%. Rib cage must stay down. When the arms go up, the chest doesn't follow. We keep the chest drawn down, keep the shoulders down. We'll go through a bit of a practice with that as well. So let's roll the shoulders backwards and forwards. We'll turn the head from side to side to loosen up. That's it. And then just get a sense of balance through your feet. Allow yourself to wobble a little bit. Forces the brain to connect with every single part of your body because it's not really sure what you're doing and you're going over balance. So settle, allow your weight to spread evenly into the floor beneath you. So core muscles are switched on. We're going to go through the Pilates breathing. Eyes closed if you want to. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Remember, we take the air into the chest. So as you breathe in, allow the chest to expand underneath the arms. As you breathe out, allow the chest to deflate down as the lungs empty. The air comes out of the mouth. So, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Drop the chin under, lengthen through the neck as you do so. As you practice your breathing, think about your posture as well. So the shoulders are broad, the chest is open, the arms are relaxed, core muscles switched on, the knees have not locked, and your feet spread into the floor evenly. Breathing in through the nose, expand the chest. Breathing out through the mouth. A couple of breaths just to calm the mind and bring your focus to within. Okay, opening the eyes, waking yourselves up. We're going to do a couple of deep breaths. As you do so, you might want to take your feet just a fraction wider. Just don't let the knees collapse when we bend them. So core muscles in, big breath in, sweep up, wake the lungs up and breathe out. Same again, breathe in and breathe out. This time we're going to stretch through the waist, so big breath in, take a hold of the right hand, pull it over to the left. Nice long stretch down the side of the body. To extend that, you can take that right foot behind if you wish. And release. We'll do the other side. Big breath in. Left hand, pull it over to the right. And if you wish, take that left foot behind to increase that stretch. Okay, taking yourself to the back of your mat then. We'll do a few roll downs. Heels underneath the hips once again. Core muscles are switched on. Breathe in at the top. As you exhale, drop the chin to the chest, drop the arms and shoulders forward. Slowly collapse over. Imagine you're a piece of wallpaper peeling away from the wall. The arms are relaxed. Your chin is on your chest. Your tummy is scooped up, hollowed out.
Don't worry if you can't reach the floor. You simply go over as far as you're happy to do so, but you can soften those knees if you need to. Just don't let those knees touch. Golden rule, don't let the knees touch. Let's restack. Keeping the tummy scooped up, rebuild the spine from the bottom of the spine and rebuild upwards. Slowly rebuilding like pieces of Lego. Keep it smooth and fluid. Try not to force those sections back down. Aim to be just a little taller when you get to the top. Breathe in at the top. Same again, chin to chest. Collapse forwards, tummy scooped in. Relax the arms, chin on your chest. In your mind's eye, visualize the spine lengthening all the way down your torso, from crown to tailbone. Bend those knees a little again if you need to. The back of the legs feel too tight. Let's restack. Now visualize each section being replaced back together. Imagine the tummy muscles maybe are pushing the spine up from inside the body. Rebuild the chest, the rib cage. Drop the shoulders back into place, head coming up last. Breathe in at the top. We'll add on this time, chin to chest, drop the arms and shoulders. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So this time when we reach the floor, I'd like you to take hands and knees to the floor. We're going to do a few press-ups. Your easier press-up is where you keep your hips above your knees. You take your hands wider than your mat. Tummy in. Allow your body weight to pitch forward slightly, pressing into the hands to lift you back up. Just take care. Don't let the chest sag to the floor. Keep your bottom tucked under. Keep that back nice and straight. Nose pitches towards the floor, slightly forwards. Slightly harder level, of course, will be to take the hands forwards. Bring your body weight to follow, so you're in like a kneeling plank position, but your hands are wider. And again, body weight pitches forward, nose to the floor, tummy in. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. 2 more times. Okay, push your bottom backwards slightly. I want you to bring your right foot forwards. As far as you dare, bring it a long way forwards. Let the hips sink, flatten that back toe. We just want to stretch through the hips. You can keep your hands to the floor. Slightly harder though will be to lift up. Pelvic floor zipped up, of course. We're just trying to stretch through that hip. Okay, taking the hands back down, take that right foot back. We're going to walk the hands back to the knees, curl the toes under. Lift the knees and bottom up, put the heels down. Chin to chest. Let's re-stack up to standing. Nice and slow, rebuild the spine. Hopefully feeling just a little bit taller when you get to the top than we did at the beginning. Breathe in at the top. Back we go, chin to chest, drop the arms, core muscles in. Breathe. We'll do the same again. We'll go into a few press-ups. So hands and knees to the floor. You choose your level of press-up, of course. There's that easier version where the knees are directly underneath the hips. Remember, your hands must be wider though, and you pitch your body weight forwards. And the harder level for the press-ups, of course, hands much further forwards, body weight comes in line, and nose to the floor without dropping through the middle of the back. Core muscles in, nice strong arms. Keep breathing. Breathe in to go down, breathe out to press up maybe. 2 more times. Fully warming up the upper body. Push your body weight back. Bring the left foot forwards. Again, a nice long way forwards, allowing that hip, those hips to sink. Flatten the toes behind you, and if you wish, you can bring your hand to the thigh. Just to stretch out through the hip, let those arms have a little bit of a rest. And we're going to come onto our knees, but just before we do that, I'm going to change my camera angle so that I'm not just at the bottom of the screen. So here we are down on our knees. If like me you're on a hard floor, you might prefer to fold that mat just to give yourself a little bit more cushioning underneath the knees. I'd like you to grab your band for me then. Holding the band with straight arms, you're going to have a slightly longer section in between the hands than you have falling away. Okay? Like so.
Now we're going to focus on retracting those shoulders down and keeping them down. So fire up the muscles underneath the shoulder blades, keep them down, core muscles in, squeeze your bottom a little bit. You're going to take the arms up, but not allow the shoulders to go up as well. So try not to let this happen. In other words, keep those shoulders down. And again, I'm going to shorten the band slightly between my hands to make it a little bit more difficult. So arms go up, shoulders stay down. Okay, we're going to add on to this now. We're going to take those arms up. As you breathe out, twist to one side, stretch and drop the arms, and then slowly come back up. So we're forcing the back muscles to do a little bit of work here. Other side, twist your torso round to one side, stretch the band. The arms come out almost to 90 degrees. One hand forward, one hand almost back maybe. Just watch the shoulders with this one. Keep those shoulders down, bring your band to about the chest. If you're finding it's too difficult, just lengthen that band a little bit to readjust. Now hips. I want you to think of those hips as a pair of headlights. Keep the headlights pointing forwards. Oh, that's much more difficult. Take the rib cage round, take the shoulders round, but not the hips. We're working backhand waist here, upper body through the shoulders. I'm sure you can feel it through those shoulders. Keep the hips pointing forwards. Do one more to each side. Keep those shoulders down and breathe out. And breathe in, release up and release down. Give those shoulders a wiggle. So let go of the band for a moment. We're going to stretch out through the shoulders and the waist with thread the needle. So bring yourself onto all fours. You can leave your right hand down on the floor. Thread the left arm through. Back of the hand, shoulder and ear gently rests on the floor. Bottom is up in the air. Now you can leave that right hand on the floor if you need it. Alternatively, the fingers can reach up to the sky. To add a bit more of a twist through the waist, you can drop that hand behind your back and draw that right shoulder backwards, encouraging the ribs to twist a fraction more. Keep breathing. Let's go to the other side then. Press the hand down. Left hand goes to the floor under the shoulder. Right arm threads through. Back of the hand, shoulder and ear rest on the floor. Leave the left hand down if you need it. Otherwise, fingers to the sky. Or slightly better still, drop the arm behind you and draw that left shoulder back a fraction, encouraging the rib cage to twist a bit more. And release. Okay, coming back to all fours for a moment, lengthening out that mat again. We're going to lie down and we're going to do the 100 with the band. There's quite a few different levels to this move, so bear with me whilst I go through the levels. Of course, you can forward through if you want to pitch to the level that suits you best. So, for those who cannot or don't want to have two legs in the air, easy version, one leg without the band. When I count to 50, you'll slowly lower that foot down, you'll smoothly float the other leg up. So we're going to float the arms either side of our thighs. So if you want to do the lowest level, one leg only, no band, pumping the arms, switch when I count you to 50. Okay? Those who are happy to have two legs in the air, the band can go over your knees. Short band, and make sure you don't put the band over your thighs because you don't want those feet flapping up and down. So over the knees, nice short band, close to the thighs, close but not touching the floor. Okay? Head and shoulders can be down throughout. Any version, single or double leg, head and shoulders can be up, which means your back is flattened into the floor. Okay? And you look down towards your tummy. For this version, you must use those upper abdominals. Okay? Next level up. Band around the feet. Holding towards the end of the band, but still you're pumping very close to the thighs and very close to the floor. Stronger ones still, you can lower the legs each count of 10 till I get to 50 and then lift them back up each count of 10 till I get to 100. Okay, so choose your weapon, people. Getting ready to sniff in through the nose. After 3, 2, 1. Sniff, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blow, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20. 30. Straight arms. 40. 50. Switch, lift. 60. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 70. 80. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 90. Last set. 3, 4, 5, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hug the legs into the chest. Woo! And take a rest. Well done. So hopefully that's got the heart pumping a little bit. We're going to give the hands a rest by doing the basic lift now. So you can rest your head down on your pillow if you want to for this one. Let that neck have a little bit of a rest. Tuck the chin under. Knees bent at a right angle, all important right angle, remember, and feet go to the floor accordingly. Pelvis is in neutral. I'll go through single leg and double leg. Core muscles switched on. Fingertips on top of the hip bones just to start off with. We'll breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, gently float one foot off the floor, hover the knee above the hip. Breathe in, melt the foot down. Breathe out, pick the other foot up, hover the knee. Breathe in, go down. Simple as that. Keep walking the feet back and forth. Checking you can keep the pelvis still. The pelvis is centered and balanced and it's not moving as you float alternate legs. Now if it is still moving, you've got to stay at the single leg level. And just draw into the core muscles. Keep the feet light on the floor. You should find that in time you'll find that connection in your belly button. For those that have found that connection, we're going to go up to 2 legs. So breathe out to float one leg, breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, soften the back into the floor if you need to, and float the other leg. And breathe in to melt down and down. Breathe out to float the other leg first this time. Breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, soften down if you need to, and float the other leg. So ideally, repeating that, we want to encourage the body to stay in neutral. Well, that's where we're aiming at eventually, to keep neutral whilst we float the legs. But that transition period could be that you need to soften your back into the floor, forcing the core muscles to work just that little bit harder so that your back is safe. So you decide whether you need to flatten first or whether you can stay in neutral. You can readjust the hands now if you want to. They don't have to stay on the hip bones. You can cross the arms over the chest for a slightly tougher level. And extending on through more layers up to make things more difficult, lengthen the legs and slow the legs down. This applies to the single leg version as well. The slower you move, the longer the lever, the harder you will work. So really slow it right down using long legs and you'll work the core muscles much, much harder. You do need to look after your back, of course. You either keep that back flattened into the floor, or if you're a little stronger, you can maintain your neutral. We're going to do one more of these. Melt down, relax and stretch long. So we're going to go back to the band. We're going to do a little series now with the band. We're going to take that band around your left foot and you're going to hold the band from underneath. Please don't take it from above, otherwise you'll be using the wrong muscles. So again, we're all going to work in imprint for this move. So you're flattening your back into the floor completely, tightening across those tummy muscles. The other leg is just foot on the floor, harder level. You can float that leg if you wish. Now I've specifically chosen the leg that's furthest away from the screen and the camera because we're going to roll onto the side straight afterwards. So I need you to choose the correct leg accordingly. I said left at the beginning because that's what I've got here. It might be your right if you're turned the other way. So just consider which leg you've got. I need you to choose the leg that's furthest away from the camera and the screen. So 2 hands hold the band, elbows locked down for now, knee in, heel down. Back is flattened into the floor, core muscles are switched on. Let's breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, at the same time, push the foot forward, press the hands behind your head, and squash the back into the floor as you stretch and lengthen that band as far as you can. Slowly come back in. Don't let the band ping you back to place. Breathe out and stretch. If you're finding it's too much, the foot can go slightly higher. Doesn't have to go all the way down to the floor, but breathe out to press, nice and slow, shoulders away from the ears like we practiced at the beginning. Keep the back squashed into the floor. That's 3. We're going to do 3 more. Breathe out to press away. Tighten in the core. Breathe in to return. We've got 1 more. And really slowly. Good. Take the band into the same hand on the leg side that's got the band. We're going to roll over onto the opposite side. Now, bottom leg is bent for some stability. Prop your head up in your hand. If you want to use a cushion and go lower, that's absolutely fine. We're going to do some bicep curls though. I'd like you to lock that elbow into your hip or your waist area. Straighten the leg and then bicep curl. 8, 7, 6. Core muscles are switched on. If anyone's finding it too much, 5, you can drop the knee in front and make those bicep curls easier. I make it, we've got 4 left. 4. Core muscles in. 3. Breathe. 2 and 1. We're going to change it. We're going to take the hand to the hip and drop the elbow behind you. That lifted leg, it must be straight now. Lock into the core and don't let your body wobble around for this one. Lock yourself down. We're going to circle the leg 5 times in one direction, 5 times in the other direction, and we will do that 3 times through. Breathe all the way through. So let's circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse, abs in, 2, 3, 4, 5, last set, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring that knee in and relax in front of those hips. Hip and a bit of a round of applause. So before we go to the other side, we're going to do the bridge. So I'd like to take that band away. Lay yourself down on your back without your pillow. Bring those feet back a little bit. Pelvis is in neutral. Core muscles are switched on. Hands rest on the floor by your hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink your pelvis back into the floor. Peel up through the base of the spine, squeezing your core muscles. Try not to squeeze and push from below. Coming up to level. And breathe in and roll back down. Smooth and slow. Tilt back, peel up. 1 vertebra at a time, remember. 1 rib at a time. Coming up. Checking those legs stay parallel. Don't let them drop out to the side. And back down. We're going to add on this time. Breathe out, tilt back, peel up, stay up this time, without locking into your glutes too much. You're going to float the arms back and forth. You can change this to alternating arms if you wish. Hips are not allowed to drop though. Changing this if you wish, harder still, into swishing the arms from one side to the other, but don't let the pelvis swing accordingly. Time to come down. Let's take the arms down first. Roll the spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Squeeze the core. return to neutral. Breathe out, tilt back, peel up. Same again. You choose the arm level. Easier level, 2 arms go back and forth. Next level up, alternate the arms. Next level up, switch the arms. You choose. Feel those thighs locking in. Don't squeeze your glutes. Take the arms down. Roll down. And hug the legs into the chest. Okay, so we need to do the other side. I might suggest that you top and tail for me. We've got the single leg stretch with the leg furthest away from your screen or camera, so that we can roll onto our side afterwards. So lying down, 2 hands, ends of the bands, fingers pointing up, remember. Back flat, completely flat. Tilt the pelvis backwards, lock into the core. Elbows to the floor. Chin tucked under. Breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, lengthen the band. Hands behind, foot forwards. Shoulders away from the ears. Slowly breathe in to release in. Control that band. Breathe out, press away again. Breathe in to return. Remember that added version, if you want to make it harder, you float the other leg as well. Your choice. That's 3. We've got 5 more. Notice how the breathing really helps you to strengthen and press away. 3 more. Back is still flat, shoulders away from the ears. Ribs pressed down to the floor. 2 more. Keep it slow and controlled. And the last one. And release. So you're going to take both ends of band in one hand, roll over onto the side. Bicep curls first of all. So straight leg, if you're finding that's too much, you can bend the knee in front just to lighten your load a little bit. Otherwise, straight leg, bottom leg is bent, core muscles are locked in, shoulders away from the ears, elbow locked into the hip and the waist area. Bicep curls. 2, 3, 4. 4 more. Ooh, creaky elbow. Apologies for that. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Hand to the hip, relax the elbow back. Circling the leg 5 times in each direction, 3 times through. Breathe in and breathe out to circle. 5, 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing. 5. Nearly there. Last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And drop the knee in front. Relax that hip. Nearly there. Coming up to seated. Just stretch out through the hands a little bit. We're going to do roll up and tricep. So, sitting tall, band around your feet. Now you don't have to go to the floor for this move. Go back as far as you feel is suitable. But sitting up nice and tall, core muscles in. Again, underhand grip. You're taking the band from underneath. Breathe in at the top. Exhale. Collapse into your tailbone. Tuck your bottom under. Slide your way back. Curling back, hollowing out the tummy muscles. Going back as far as you wish. And then drawing yourself forwards. And then you're going to take the hands back. Shoulders down. So you're working into the triceps. Slowly release. And lower back. Tuck your bottom under. About halfway. Hollow out through the tummy muscles. You can go a little further, that's fine. Try not to let those heels float. Sitting up, pressing the hands back, isolate those triceps, but keep those shoulders down for me. Keep breathing. How low can you go? No obligation to go to the floor, of course, because if you do, you've got to make sure it's nice and smooth on the way up. Hollowing out. Nearly there. Press those hands back, lock into those triceps, keep those shoulders down. We've got 2 more. Lowering back, hollowing out, coming forward slowly, sitting tall, press those arms back. 1 more time. Hollowing out once again, drawing yourself forwards, and press those arms back. Well done. The shoulders a wiggle, pop that band to the side. We're going to come onto all fours just to stretch through the wrists. So hands out to the side. Just lean from side to side. Just very gently, just to stretch through the wrists. That's it. Coming back up onto all fours. Can you, don't if it's too much, turn the fingers back slightly. And then just lean your body weight backwards, only a fraction, only a touch. That's it, and forwards again. Facing fingers forwards, with one hand, take the back of the hand to the floor. That might be enough for some of you. If not, lean in the opposite directions just to stretch the front of the wrist. And the same for the other side, back of the hand to the floor. You're not putting a lot of weight into it. Lean away in the opposite direction if you feel happy with that stretch. That's good. Just rotate through the wrists, rotate through the arms. Forwards and back, open out, forwards and back. Flex and extend through that back. Nice big movements. That's it. One more time. Coming to sit on your bottom then. We're going to twist. We're going to cross left leg over right. Hold on to that knee. Left hand behind. Breathe in to lift up tall. Breathe out to twist and look over your shoulder. Stay nice and tall. Twist through the waist. And release. Take the legs out in front. Slightly wide. Lean over that left leg. Feel the stretch down the back of the legs. And if you wish, you can pull those toes back to extend the stretch into the calf. Keep breathing. Stay low. Simply walk your hands over to the other side to do the same stretch on this side. And pull those toes back if you wish. But breathe. Feel that stretch. And release. Sitting up then, we'll do that twist to the other side. Crossing the right leg across. Hold on. Right hand behind. Breathe in to lift up tall. Breathe out to twist. And take a nice long look over that shoulder. And release. Making yourself comfortable. You don't have to have your legs crossed. Shake the arms, shake the shoulders. And then lift up through the shoulders, the elbows and the hands. Big breath in and drop. Thank you very much everyone. Thanks for joining me for this session.